If the amount of space that needed to be examined for extraterrestrial transmissions was equivalent to the volume of all the Earth's oceans, then humanity has only searched the equivalent of a hot tub's worth of water. No one should conclude that humans are alone in the universe, based on the fact that we haven't discovered anything in one hot tub's worth of the world's oceans. But what if we are being watched? What if an alien civilization has already detected us, and they are certain that is intelligent life, on this pale blue dot? Welcome back to my channel. Are we being watched? Are aliens watching Earth through their telescopes? In recent decades, our catalog of known planets has expanded, from the familiar 8 planets that orbit the Sun, to thousands of worlds that orbit faraway stars. This is viewed as a continuation of the Copernican revolution, following up where Copernicus left off in the 16th century. He argued in a contentious manner that the Earth is not unique, and that we are not the center of the universe. Instead, he postulated a heliocentric model in which the Sun is at the center and the Earth orbits around it. If humanity is stubborn enough to consider itself having a special place in the universe, then any intelligent alien species can assume the same. Why there should be special places in the universe, rather that everything and everyone are typical and boring, and have no special status in the grand scheme of things. Despite this, there are still unanswered questions on the Copernican revolution, regarding the prevalence of life in the universe. The overwhelming majority of the thousands of confirmed exoplanets were discovered using only one technique, the transit method. This method has the advantage of being so straightforward that it doesn't even matter if the photo is blurry, all we need to do is measure how bright that blob of light is. If a planet orbiting a star has the correct orbital alignment, it will occasionally pass in front of the star and obstruct some of its light. Transits are awe-inspiring because they allow us to determine the magnitude of a planet, its orbit, whether it has rings or moons, and the chemistry of its atmosphere. However, transiting planets represent only a minuscule portion of the total number of worlds in the universe. If the orbital alignment is optimal, the probability of this happening equals the radius of the parent star divided by the orbital separation of the planet. That is 1 in 200, or 0.5% for the Earth and Sun system. According to this logic, for every Earth-like planet that we observe transiting, there should be approximately 200 that are not quite aligned correctly and therefore cannot be seen. You realized by now that an extraterrestrial civilization could be employing the transit technique against us. Using the transit method, they could be observing us right now, but we can determine which stars are capable of seeing us. Any star aligned with the ecliptic, the orbit of the Earth around the Sun, will observe the Earth pass in front of the Sun for approximately 13 hours once every 365 days. If they are observant, anyone residing around a star that is aligned with our ecliptic, will see the Earth transit the Sun once per year. According to the 1 in 200 rule, there are 40,000 nearby stars that have the ideal configuration, so that we can observe their transit, and they can observe ours. If we can see them and use the transit method on them, they can see us as well, and if they have telescopes, they can use the same transit method to resolve us. How many of these Earth-like reciprocal transits can we anticipate existing in the universe? Up and down, the slender disk of the Milky Way extends approximately 1,000 light-years from the galactic plane, where the Sun resides. This means that if we were to outline a sphere with a radius of 1,000 light-years around us, we would expect to find an approximately constant density of stars, with a local stellar density of approximately 10,000 stars per cubic light-year. This equates to approximately 20 million stars within this volume. And of these, out of 40,000, the number that will have the reciprocal transit configuration will be 500 stars. We don't know how many of these stars have Earth-like planets orbiting them, but assuming the number is optimistic and intelligent life is common on these worlds, it is quite possible that two civilizations are observing each other's transits. Transits can teach us a great deal about distant planets. Therefore, It is reasonable to presume that if we are indeed being monitored using the transit method, a technologically advanced civilization would be able to determine that the Earth is inhabited. Can we cloak the Earth, or conceal our planetary signature, or just the signatures of life, the biosignatures that our planet emits? Unfortunately, this ship is long sailed. Even if we do it now, assuming we have the technology, an alien civilization would have long resolved that on this planet life exists, and intelligent life exists. So there is no point in hiding the Earth, no point being afraid of an interstellar war with an aggressive alien civilization. If they wanted to kill us and had the means, they would have done it already, or maybe a relativistic kill missile is already on the way, at near speed of light. If they want to destroy us, is reasonably not to expect an alien armada arriving on our orbit, if they comfortably do it from their home system. It is cheaper and more efficient to use a RKM. If one civilization have the means and the will to obliterate others, it stands for reason to think that it should not wait for intelligent life to arise on victim planet. As soon as life is detected, a relativistic kill missile, or a shotgun effect, hundreds of them can be sent. If the aliens are K2 status, a nickel Dyson beam can be employed to properly and systematically sterilize whole solar systems. Assuming that our counterparts on the other side of this transit bridge are not engaging in this activity, it is possible that our telescopes will be able to detect unambiguous evidence of life on their planet in the near future. We know that they are present, and they would be aware of our presence. If so, what should we do then? Two civilizations that are aware that each other's planets are inhabited, but they are potentially separated by hundreds of light years. Can we communicate with them if we are observing them, and they are watching us? Because the Earth blocks out only 80 parts per million of the Sun's energy, laser technology is one method that can work, because these lasers do not have to compete with a star's total luminosity. Lasers are directed energy beams, they are not scattering in all directions, and so it comes out that the amount of power required to accomplish this is on the order of megawatts or even kilowatts, which is something we are able to do today. If they respond to this signal, we may consider sending additional information using the same laser beam system. It may be the start of our first interstellar communication. However, it becomes difficult to agree on a communication medium and time for transiting planets, despite the fact that all observers can concur on the rarity and precise timing of these extremely rare events, thereby creating a natural window for communication attempts. We are now actively searching for life in the galaxy. Are there other worlds that are searching for us? What should we do if we find them? What if they have already found us? What should we do when receive their hello message? Thank you for watching.